Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to be explaining how I became a Beatles fan. So let's get started. So we're going back about 20 years now, back in I'd say 2002, around that time. So I was only a little kid back then. I was only like 2 or 3. And my grandparents, they had a copy of this compilation here, the Beatles 1, which of course features all their #1 hit singles, and they would often play it whenever I would visit them. And the one song that I loved was Yellow Submarine, and so yeah, I would ask them to play that song over and over again, and they did. So at that time, it wasn't really the Beatles that I liked. It was just that song. My mum also had a copy of this as well. She had it but she had a bootlegged copy of it that someone had made for her. And the one that she had, it didn't play very well. So it ended up getting thrown out, unfortunately. It kept skipping. And yeah, it had like the artwork on it and everything, because the person who made it for her had like printed out all the back cover, the spine and front cover, and also the label for the disc. But the funny thing was, it was pink instead of red, because something went wrong with the printer, and then it came out pink. Yeah, so at first I was confused as to why her CD copy of it was pink and not red, and obviously, now I know why. And she also had a copy of Yellow Submarine, except the version that my mum had wasn't this version. It was the song track version, the reissued version from 1999. I'll get a picture of the cover, because it's a bit different from this. Yellow Submarine song track. Yeah, this version has like all of literally every song that was used in the film, and it didn't include the George Martin orchestral scores like this one does. So yeah, this was not the version that I heard before. I would like a copy of the song track version though. Some damn good remixes on there. And yeah, she played that one a couple of times, just because it had Yellow Submarine on it, obviously. And I remember as a kid, I did also see a little bit of the Yellow Submarine film. It was on the TV. Let me get it. I've got the DVD. Here it is. And yeah, I saw a bit of this when it was on TV. I didn't actually see the whole thing properly until I was 13. But I did see a bit of it on the TV. And I liked it. It was pretty good fun. And then on my 9th birthday, which is back in 2007, my dad came to visit. We went out for the day, and then in his car he was playing a CD copy of Sergeant Pepper. And yeah, I remember the songs Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, and I remember really liking the song. And I think Within You, Without You as well. They were the ones that I remembered at the time. I liked them. And then it wasn't until 2011, because for the next 4 years I didn't really think about the Beatles. Until 2011, we were doing this in school. We were doing this project where we were learning about John Lennon, and the teacher played some Beatles music on on YouTube, like Yellow Submarine, Help, and I Want to Hold Your Hand. And hearing Yellow Submarine, well, hearing the other songs, because I remembered I Want to Hold Your Hand from before, which is also on the One compilation. It brought me back to my childhood, and yeah, I decided I wanted to get into the Beatles, like literally dive deep into their catalogue. So my grandparents, because at that time they still had a stereo with a cassette player, and yeah, they still had a stereo with a cassette player, and they actually had some blank tapes, and they made me some Beatles tapes, because at that time I actually used to have one of those, a Walkman, a portable cassette player. I know it's weird, 2011, and I was using a Walkman, and yeah, they recorded me a copy of Rubber Soul, because they had Rubber Soul on CD, and Pepper as well. So they made me tapes of them, and also the Red Album. Well, it's known as the Red Album, 1962 to 66, which is all their hits from then on. There is of course the Blue Album as well, which is 67 to 1970. They didn't have that one, so yeah, I had those tapes. I played them to death. So yeah, unfortunately I don't have them anymore. So yeah, I literally played those tapes to death and wore them out. So yeah, I became a Beatles fan, and I remember my other grandparents who live in London. I was staying with them. This was also in 2011. I was staying with them, and on one of the days we went to the beach. So they had some CDs that they took in the car with them, and one of the ones that we listened to were a few Beatles ones, was Magical Mystery Tour, and Abbey Road, and Let It Be. So yeah, I remember where I was when I first heard these albums, particularly this one. This was, at that time, this was the one that I enjoyed the most. I loved Magical Mystery Tour. So yeah, I started buying all the CDs, and yeah, I've been a fan ever since then. So yeah, I have fond memories. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my story. If any of you guys are Beatles fans, I'd be interested to know how you became a fan. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.